Hey, Prime members, are you tired of ads interfering with your favorite podcasts? Good news! With Amazon Music, you have access to the largest catalog of ad-free top podcasts included with your Prime membership. To start listening, download the Amazon Music app for free or go to amazon.com/ad-free podcasts. That's amazon.com/ad-free podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely. And parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/getstarted. That's GREENLIGHT.com/getstarted.
Dude, I can't believe President Barack Obama is going to be on this week's episode. Where are Heath and Eli, for Christ's sake?
This is unreal.
Does my hair look okay, guys? Do I look okay? Can I call him just Barack, or do you think that's too familiar?
No, I think it's still Mr. President.
Guys, shut up. Oh. The motorcade is pulling up.
Oh my God.
Noah, breathe. He's just a dude. A dude like you and me.
Gentlemen, thanks so much for having me.
Eli, what are you doing? Where's Barack? Where is Barack Obama? Where is he?
Oh, Cecil, what are you talking about? I am Barack Obama. We talked on the phone, remember?
No, please. No.
He's not coming, is he?
Got you guys. It's me, Eli.
Yes. No, it's very obviously you. In blackface.
Yeah, because
I know it shouldn't, but the blackface makes it so much worse than it actually.
Guy, I am going to. I'm going to squish him. I'm going to use all of the strength that I have ever built, and I am going to squish him like a putty between my hands.
Eli, how the hell did you possibly set all of this?
Well, we're doing the Dreadnought Hoax this week, and get off me, Tom. So what better way to get in the spirit, right? Couple fake emails, a Google Voice fake number, and a not inexpensive motorcade rental later, and you guys should see your faces. This is really...
Call my wife. I called out of work. This here is the worst thing.
Come on, guys. I got you. Dreadnought Hoax.
Stupid.
Show.
Hey, guys, I heard Tom yelling, oh my God, it's Barack Obama. It's the guy from SNL. This is so cool. So cool to meet you, dude.
Dude. The guy from SNL.
Is Kate McKinnon nice in person? I imagine her being nice. Hello and welcome to Citation Needed, the podcast where we choose a subject, read a single article about it on Wikipedia, and pretend we're experts. Because this is the internet, and that's how it works now. I'm Heath Enright, and I'll be handing out the red pills tonight, but I can't do it without my ethnically diverse group of super ninja spies. Actually, for upper middle class white guys, whatever, same diff. First up, two men who I can call a partner and still buy a cake wherever I want, Noah and Eli.
Okay, well, not the cakes I order, but the point stands.
Well, no, I don't know. To be fair, we lived in South Georgia, and down there, the bakers would demand to see us not suck each other's dicks first. But eventually, they sold us the cake, but there were some hoops.
Not that one time, but most of the time we got a cake. Absolutely.
Oops, damn.
And also joining us tonight,
confused about the rules.
And also joining us tonight, we have Tom and Cecil's biggest fans. That's so mean. Who wrote that? Tom and Cecil.
Someone's never heard of our show. A whole lot of someone's actually never heard of it.
If I don't like me best, someone else is going to have to do it. So really, I'm just taking one for the team.
Laying on that grenade.
All right. Before we get going, first I'd like to say sometimes other people write in lines for other people, and I didn't mean to be as mean as it sounded just now. Also, I'd like to take a moment to thank our patrons who keep the show going. And for as little as $1 a show, you too could help choose the topics we cover, pay for Tom and Cecil's 8-ball-an-hour chicken wing habit, and most importantly, validate the incredibly lonely job of making jokes alone into a microphone that we can't hear you laughing at. If you'd like to become one of those heroic people, be sure to stick around till the end of the show. Unless, of course, the stunning realization of just how sad we are is too much guilt to live with for a moment longer, in which case head over to patreon.com/citationpod right now and give till it stops hurting. And with that out of the way, tell us, Tom, what person, place, thing, concept, phenomenon, or event will we be talking about today?
We'll be talking about the Dreadnought Hoax.
Wonderful. And Eli, you fooled yourself into thinking you understand this. Are you ready to lead us down the garden path?
Jean Benet.
I'll take that as a yes. All right. Not going to ask you stuff anymore. Okay. I guess accept this. So tell us, Eli, what was the Dreadnought Hoax?
Okay, well, I just learned it is not pronounced Dread-Nougat Hoax. So, other than that, it was, my dear Heath.
That nougat is terrifying.
I have a bunch of jokes this show that aren't going to make sense. It was, my dear Heath, perhaps the greatest prank of all time.
Okay. Well, knowing your definition of prank, I'd like to go ahead and quit the show just ahead of time.
Me too.
I'm out.
Me too.
Too late. Now, in order to understand the Dreadnought Hoax, you need to know the name of America's two greatest heroes.
The guy who invented Astroglide and the guy who invented the rubber fist, right? Is that
Cecil, if those aren't the same guy, that's just me.
Kind of know which order the two were invented in anyway, right?
Well, whether it was one guy or two guys, pretty much the same effect on the country as Ralph Nader and Jill Stein. That was going to be my answer. Call it a tie.
Good answers all. Close, but no.
it made a hole you could drive the FBI through?
No, of course I'm talking about Horace de Vere Cole and Adrian Stephen. Now, while studying at Cambridge in the late 1800s, these two geniuses realized that it was the 1800s, and everything the world knew took about 20 minutes to learn.
Anyone got the date?
So they declared a prank war on the world. After a few minor pranks and gags around campus, they decided to go big. Stephen wanted to take command of a platoon of German soldiers and lead them across the French frontier to cause a national incident.
Hey guys, it's going to be awesome. A world war. Hilarious. Millions will perish.
Right. So he was a little worried about the whole war between France and Germany thing.
Well, I mean, a surrender, probably not a war.
Right. But, you know, a damaged set of rifles, right? They've dropped once. So Cole convinced him instead to pose as the Sultan of Zanzibar and fake a visit to Cambridge.
Wait. Didn't they have to invent Zanzibar first? Because there's no way that's a real place.
The Sultan of Zanzibar. But he had to settle as one of the members of Dire Straits and become the Sultan of Swing, right? Is that what he had to do?
What we're saying is Guitar George has an amazing origin story, guys. It takes a while to know all the chords. You go through some shit.
See, the Sultan was visiting England at the time, and everyone knew it. So the boys sent a fake telegram to the mayor of the town, dressed up in blackface, fake robes and turbans, and showed up to town looking to party.
Party in blackface. Totally Yale. Is it a snarky telegram that they sent?
Dude, I'm confused too. I thought we did Wikipedia entries, not Yik Yak.
Right.
We can do both, Tom.
Just real quick, what's a fake robe and turban? They weren't real cloth? What does that mean?
Yeah, not legitimate. This is why I took away your Halloween costume. Either way, everyone fell for it. The town clerk met them at the railway station. They were given an official reception by the mayor at the Guildhall and were taken to a charity bazaar and given a tour of the city.
Okay, if they didn't take advantage of diplomatic immunity long enough to at least rob a bank, I'm going to be very disappointed in this prank.
Yeah, so my first reaction to this was, obviously, who the fuck gets fooled by blackface? That's ridiculous. But honestly, the Redskins mascot could walk into the Maryland Capitol building and get a casino tomorrow. and shut down a pipeline and get into Johns Hopkins. Like, they have it too easy, is what I'm saying.
Jesus.
It's just easy.
I like
The
that.
advantage of
Great
blackface
deal.
is kind of a running theme in Eli's essays. Has anyone else noticed that?
Right.
Yeah, you did
There's a
yellow
lot of
face
blackface.
too?
Yeah,
Are we gonna get green
every,
face? What
every
other
single
faces
essay,
are
he's
there?
going to go through all the shades. It's like a rainbow face by the time we get to the end.
Okay. I didn't realize we were giving notes.
All right. So anyway, the prank worked. They got away with it, is what you're saying?
They sure did, Heath. Then they were dropped back off at the train station. The boys made their escape and then sent their story, complete with photographs, to the Daily Mail, where everyone in the country laughed and pointed at everyone involved.
The Daily Mail, 200 years of journalistic excrements.
One subheading per year per article.
Exactly.
That's a standard.
Fun fact, the mayor of Cambridge actually wanted the boys expelled from school for this prank, but the vice chancellor of the school convinced him not to pursue it because, got fooled by 2 college students in blackface is already embarrassing enough without the addendum of, and then tried to seek revenge. You know what I'm saying?
Weird though. Like, I feel like if they had actual black faces, seeking revenge wouldn't have been a problem. So
I think this is a good time for us all to reflect on that time Donald Trump did a photo op with a fake Russian guy with red paint on his head. Or that time he mistook a Russian agent for his campaign manager. Like he's done that a couple of times too.
Tricky.
All right. Well, so far so good, I guess, but nothing about a boat yet. Should I dread not? Is what Eli wrote for me to say?
Yeah, there's no way. That pun is so beneath you.
I know. That's not a Heath level pun.
No, I
use 4. I don't use 4 dot ellipses. I use 3. So you can see if everybody's looking.
Okay.
That's the appropriate.
I just
number
didn't
of
realize
spaces in
We're
between
still
them.
giving notes, Eli.
giving notes. That's good. That's good. I'm excited to give notes to each other now. It's fun. I'm glad that I got to be first one, set the precedent. I get to show what it's like to take critical feedback so well. Dusty. So okay, so a few years later, Cole has a buddy on the HMS Hawk who mentions that the HMS Hawk and the HMS Dreadnought have a sort of rivalry prank war going on of their own. And to make it even better, Adrian Stevens' cousin, Commander Willie Fisher, is on the staff of the Admiral of the Dreadnought. So it would be double good to pull a prank on him. Keep it in the family.
The good old days when you went to the trouble of handcrafting the pie you were going to slam in someone's face. It was
Exactly.
nice.
Right? Exactly.
Wistful days.
So Cole tells Steven, who is down like a clown, and forms a sort of artist/writer Ocean's 11 to pull this prank off that includes the artist Duncan Grant, the author Anthony Buxton, and his sister Virginia Steven, who everyone knows by her married name, Virginia Woolf.
Wait, the author?
Yes, the author Virginia Woolf.
Wait, Eli, are you about to tell us the story of the time the author of Mrs. Dalloway dressed up in blackface and snuck onto a boat pretending to be the Sultan of Zanzibar? Really?
I sure am, Heath. I sure am.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to need to take a moment to lose my fucking mind. And while I do, we'll cue the music for Apropos of Nothing.
Hey, apropos of nothing, Tom, Cecil, you guys like pranks, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, you've written this for me to say these words, but I genuinely have no idea you wrote this bit into the show.
Don't worry about it. Call forward. No big deal. It's going to be really funny in the backlogs. It's going to be a great time. Back to the show.
And we're back. When we left off, it sounded like the author of A Room of One's Own was about to sneak onto a British battleship in blackface. Please tell me that's what happens, Eli.
It sure the fuck does, Heath. It sure the fuck does.
So happy.
So the first thing the group does is go to Willie Clarkson, a British wig maker, costume designer, and master of disguise.
Eat your heart out, Dana Carvey.
Exactly. So he is widely considered to be. So he is widely considered to be England's best costumer. He makes costumes for Scotland Yard when they go undercover. He's the foremost costume maker of London's theater scene. He's even reputed to have made disguises for Jack the Ripper.
Not enough people give the proper murder assist credit to people. You know what I mean? Like let's talk about Caitlyn Jenner's car detailer. You know,
Yeah, right?
What about Bill Clinton? He helped, right? He helped with whatever, all that stuff. What about whoever helped out the guy who killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman? That guy's still at large. Must have had some good helpers.
Right?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to need a costume that doesn't make me look like a murderer.
So you're covered in blood.
Right. Yeah. So let's start there.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're also holding a human heart, and you have a necklace, eyeballs. I feel like you're
Yeah.
on the way.
Can we put some glitter on that, maybe? I'm not going to take the lead on this. You're the costume guy. I don't want to second guess your work, but something, glitter.
Just like that.
Maybe.
That's exactly what it was like.
Down to the accent. You thought there was a British guy here that was trying to do an Australian accent, didn't you?
Exactly. So Clarkson gives him the full treatment. Blackface, legitimate turbans and robes, everything. The only limitation is that due to the makeup, they can't eat anything, and Steven plays the role of interpreter.
Whoa. Back up. Can't eat? No prank is worth the sacrifice. There's nothing. It's impossible.
And in case you're wondering, no, I'm not an undercover sultan in whiteface. I just have stomach problems and the culinary taste of a 9-year-old. It's natural.
It is true. Side note, I know this is a audio medium, but there are photos of this group online, and if you haven't seen Virginia Woolf in blackface, a fake beard, and a turban posing with the admiral of a warship, you haven't lived.
totally true. That is an amazing Pornhub channel. Amazing.
Absolutely. Mia Khalifa's the best. I love Mia Khalifa.
Really? I find her work somewhat pedestrian and derivative, but I don't know. Your mileage may vary.
Yeah, no, I wonder where that zucchini is going to wind up. Mia, I'm with you, Tom. I'm with you. It's so predictable.
But there's several places it could have. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Surprise.
If Mia is listening and you hurt her feelings, so help me God.
She might be our next ambassador to Saudi Arabia. It's true. Check the petition.
Yeah.
It's out there.
So,
True
She'll
story.
drive something over there.
On February 7th, 1910, the prank begins in earnest. Cole organized for an accomplice to send a telegram to the HMS Dreadnought, which was docked in Portland Harbor, Dorset. The telegram said that the ship must be prepared for the visit of a group of princes from Abyssinia, and was purportedly signed by Foreign Office Undersecretary Sir Charles Harding.
Got to be careful with this. If you stare into the Abyssinian, the Abyssinian stares into you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. You guys loved that joke.
Abyssinia?
You loved it, Cecil. Cecil, you loved that joke.
I feel like I need to hike my pants into my nipples after I hear that joke.
You loved it.
I'm going to go wear my shirt at the pool.
You loved it. Wait, why wouldn't you wear your shirt at the pool?
Abyssinia sounds like a fake place, though, doesn't it? I mean, it sounds bad. Like, I bet if we all got dressed up in Groucho Marx mustache and glasses, told Trump we were the delegation from Fredonia, he'd give us a tour of the Pentagon. Paul Manafort could be with us.
Not anymore.
Right. Prison tours begin at noon, so it's fine.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Right. So Cole and the gang, thank you, then went to London's Paddington Station, where Cole claimed he was Herbert Cholmondeley of the Foreign Office. He said he was fake name of the Foreign Office and demanded a special train to Weymouth, which worked, and the station master arranged a VIP coach.
Well, I don't understand how this is working. Had nobody invented lying yet? Right. Or duplicity? Were these totally Foreign Office concepts to these people?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So the five arrived in Weymouth, and the Navy welcomed the princes with an honor guard. They couldn't find an Abyssinian flag, so they used a Zanzibarian flag instead and welcomed them with Zanzibar's national anthem.
God. Okay, that's weird. They just chose another country's anthem. Who's pranking who?
We laugh, but half the United States would be fine with a Dixie flag and Sweet Home Alabama. I mean,
Yeah. You honestly just described most of the trucks at every drive-through in Georgia right now.
yeah.
They're all slightly off time with the songs. You get this weird echo, but that's pretty much all of them.
So, with the official greeting out of the way, the 5 pranksters were given a tour of the fleet. Everyone except for Stephen pretended not to speak English and communicated amongst themselves and to Stephen in a mixture of gibberish, Latin, and Greek. Among the gibberish was the nonsense phrase bunga bunga, which they told the officers was a compliment of the highest, most holy order, bestowing it on everyone on board and demanding it in return.
I mean, to be fair, though, an offering of the bunga is a high compliment indeed. So,
Whole thing sounds like a Flava Flav video, honestly.
I just want to point out that when they say mixture of gibberish, Latin, and Greek, they mean Harry Potter spells, right? Like they were walking around saying Harry Potter spells to one another all afternoon in blackface.
And we're back to Yale.
Exactly. But that's not all. While on the ship, they asked for prayer mats and conducted long, fake religious rituals with the crew.
okay. And they just had Zanzibarbarian prayer mats just like laying around just in case.
You guys said I was silly when I ordered these motherfuckers. You said it was stupid then. Who's laughing now, y'all?
I love that the prayer has to include the crew, too. That's fucking awesome, man.
And now everyone swings their penis left.
Here, hold it in your mouth just for a moment.
Yeah.
So finally, and bestly, Stephen and Virginia also bestowed fake military honors on some of the officers, including their cousin, Commander Fisher, who failed to recognize either of them.
What? I mean, Jesus Christ, did they let them fire the guns too? Do they take him into the cockpit and let him touch the steering wheel or however those things work?
Yeah.
So with their visit complete, the crew returned to London, where Cole, again, contacted the press and sent the aforementioned photos of them, again, to the Daily Mail. Now, obviously this was a huge embarrassment, and the Navy demanded that Cole be arrested. However, Cole and his compatriots had not broken any law, and so they got off scot-free.
Yeah, later they sold their medals on eBay and bored their neighbors with drunken stories of that time they were cool once. So, awesome.
Amazing.
I'm sorry, but I feel like lying about who you are to get free train rides has always been illegal. I feel like we should have like an asterisk sound effect during Eli's essays. Something like that.
No need. It's the sound of my voice. One last perfect little postscript to this story. During World War I, the ship, the HMS Dreadnought, rammed and sank a German submarine, the only battleship ever to do so, in a startling victory that many credit with having swung the tide of the sea war in England's favor. The congratulatory telegram they received from on high was just 2 words. Bunga bunga.
Insulting.
The history geek in me died a little during that factoid, but what the hell? What the hell? It caps the story nicely.
Great. So if you had to summarize what you've learned in one sentence, Eli, what would that sentence be?
Everyone loves a good prank, right, Tom and Cecil?
Nope.
Right?
Nope. Not anymore. No.
All right. Looking forward to that. So are you ready for a quiz from the panel?
As ready as a Zanzibarian Rastafarian, my friend.
That doesn't mean anything. No. Okay. So if you're going to lie your way onto a big fancy boat, it should at least have an awesome name. So which of the below actual yachts was next on Virginia Woolf's shit list? A Little Naughty. B, The Unsinkable 2. C, The Codfather. Or D, Roe versus Wade. These are all real boat names, by the way.
Roe versus Wade is a great
That's fucking brilliant,
right?
Great boat
That's
name.
brilliant.
The Unsinkable 2 kills me.
Answer
Answer a question. It's a question that
It was
Jesus
answered.
Christ.
Oh, God damn it. The Codfather. Roe versus Wade.
Someone was wrong.
All right, assuming you got that
Yeah,
right,
sure,
I'll move
whatever.
right along. All right. So given your history with prank wars, Eli, and the way that you've doodled Eli, Hearts, Horace, Cole, Forever, all over your Trapper Keeper, I feel like it's important at this moment to reemphasize an important lesson that you and I have been over before. Which of these important reminders about what is and isn't acceptable in a prank war appears first on the whiteboard? Is it A, human remains aren't as funny as you think? B, if it necessitates therapy later, it doesn't matter how funny it was. C, Erdogan does not have a good sense of humor. Or D, if you have to ask, does this count as a crime against humanity? It does, and you shouldn't do it.
It's the last one. I remember it's the last one because it's long.
Yeah, absolutely.
You may repeat
Good
it
to
back
know.
to you, even though I totally remembered it.
All right, Eli. Which of the following blackface-related things is a real event in my life?
Shit.
Is it A, my friend dressed up as Michael Jordan for Halloween at our public middle school, including brown makeup all over his body without incident because my town is super Irish and racist? B, it's A, that really happened. C, he almost went to Yale, ended up at Cornell, seemed really close though, I believe. D, we both have lots of black friends now, but none of them went to our middle school.
I'm going to go with A. A. All my friend, yeah.
That's 100% a true story. Everybody was like, oh, that's such a good costume.
Oh my
Put
God.
effort in.
Unbelievable. All right.
1993.
Eli.
Fun times.
Eli was 4. All right. So, Eli, if you're going to do a hoax, where's the best place for it? A, the New York skyline.
Oh, Jesus
B,
Christ.
Joseph Smith's
Dude.
hat. C, off planet. Or D, Hillary Clinton's email server.
I'm going to go with A, which brings me to the essay they won't let me do. So the year is 2014, right? JonBenet Ramsey is a famous ice skater, but she's gotten a little bit too big for her britches.
Okay, so everybody wins, I think. Great. Which means nobody won. So
Yeah.
I choose myself. I'm going to write the essay next week. Me. All right. Well, for Cecil, Tom, Noah, and Eli, I'm Heath. Thanking you for hanging out with us today. We'll be back next week, and by then, I'll be an expert on something else. In the meantime, you can find out exactly who can go fuck themselves on The Scathing Atheist, The Skeptocrat, and God Awful Movies. And you can find out exactly who Tom and Cecil would fuck on their show, Cognitive Dissonance.
It's a long list, by the way. Long list.
And if you'd like to help keep this show going, you can make a per-episode donation at patreon.com/citationpod or leave us a glowing review anywhere you can. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, listen to past episodes, connect with us on social media, or take a look at the show notes, be sure to check out citationpod.com. And remember, prank war.
Seriously, tell me what you did. You have to tell me what you did.
You know, I could tell you what he
I'm
did.
not going to ask Mr. Nipples what you did.
This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/get started. That's GREENLIGHT.com/get started.